So I decided to do an inspection. This is the hive I harvested from the last time. So I just want to see how they are building their comb so that I'll be able to correct any cross combing. So that's what I said, let me quickly check before I leave. I think I can see some cross comb. This should be an old comb. Don't get the camera upside down. Turn it. So first your hand is not blocking the view. Yes. Okay, you can see this. I hope you can see this pattern. The queen is laying. That shows it's a healthy hive. This is a new comb just drawn out. But these are worker bee cell. These I have corrected some cross combing now. These are all broods. Fantastic one at that. You know why the combs are like that is because I just harvested from here like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So they are building new combs. And as an active queen, it is laying. You know, if you don't give them smoke like this, they will come at you and they keep disturbing you. You won't be able to do anything. That's why you always give them smoke. Okay. I've corrected that cross combing there. You see the little comb coming up. If I didn't correct it, you see these ones here. They will cross over to the next frame. Bring it closer. You can see a cross comb inside here. Can you see it? This. So I'm going to separate it. See that? So that's why it's good to inspect. So that once you see all this, you correct them on time. You can see they're still drawing out their comb. They're still drawing out their comb. So if you don't do that correction, this one is even going to come out 2 combs on a frame. Wow. I can see new comb somewhere else. I have to correct. Let's see this. This is a new comb. This one wants to cross. Did you come with any rope? Oh, I guess there should be a rope inside that bag, but I'm supposed to place it well. I'm supposed to place this well, cut it off, and you know. Okay. Ooh. I see that 2 combs and a frame. 2 combs on a frame. There's another big comb inside here that I'm not going to touch, because that one you can just get the inside. Because if I touch that one, I'll go closer. Don't cover your hand with it. If you can see closely that comb, it kind of it has stuck on the body. So if I remove that frame, it's going to fall. So I better leave it there. That's an old comb. I believe that's where they have their food also. So I'm not going to bring it out. Beekeeping is an interesting business to do. So I will advise young guys out there to go into beekeeping. It's not capital intensive. You can see where I'm inside the bush. Any piece of land you have, you can use it and start something. Start up your beekeeping business, and it's a very lucrative one. You know, so many people are running away from sugar. So most people need honey in their life. Most people need honey. So they can pay anything to get, once it is raw and original honey, they can pay anything to get it. So don't joke with beekeeping. And it's not stressful. It's not stressful. You don't really need to feed them, even though it's good to feed, but they source for their own food, not like fishery or poultry that you buy bags of feeds, thousands of naira. Here, we don't buy food, we don't buy feed. They source for their own food. Even if I want to give them food, I'll go to the market and buy sugar. That's what they eat. If I buy it, I mix it in water and give them, call it sugar syrup. That is their food. But there's a time of the year you give them that, not every time. You don't give them sugar syrup during nectar flow. Nectar flow means when flowers are booming, trees are bringing out their flowers. So they will get that natural food from the flowers and the flowering trees. So that is what nectar flow is all about, and that is when they get their honey, when you can harvest. Because if you give them sugar during nectar flow, what do you get? They are going to get sugar. So you give them sugar syrup during rainy season. During that time, they can't really go out to look for food, and when the flowers are not booming, so that is when you are going to give them sugar syrup to be able to sustain them and for them to be able to be, keep building their hive. But once you notice that the nectar flow is coming closer, that is during dry season, when the flowering plants have started booming, you stop giving them sugar so that they will be able to forage and get the natural nectar from the flowers and do their natural honey. Okay, so that is just that. So we can feed bees, but it's not a necessity, but it's still good to feed them for them to be healthy. Not that they cannot be healthy on their own. No. Most people in this part of the world don't really feed their bees. They don't really feed their bees. They allow them to source for them. And one good thing about this my apiary is that we have source of water, because that's another thing bees need. Source of clean water to cool their hive, to drink. It also help them. So I have a stream down there where I know that they can get the water from. So I'm not bothered about water for them here, because they already have a stream nearby. So I'll put this one back. I remove this one so that I'll have space to be shifting the frame. So I'm putting it back. I don't want to crush my bees. So that is the little inspection I did on this. So I'm going to cover it up now.